Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, President Trump arriving in China, inflation surging, and all the Disney magic up front and center. High-stakes summit. President Trump arrives in China this morning as the war with Iran looms large, and as the White House faces new questions about whether it's overstating the damage to Iran's missile capabilities, and inflation hits its highest level in nearly 3 years. The president says he doesn't think about Americans' financial situation.
Race to contain hantavirus, the latest on the people evacuated from the cruise ship. Here in the U.S., officials monitoring 36 people, plus the new one in Illinois, unrelated to the cruise.
FBI Director Kash Patel grilled on Capitol Hill.
Has your alleged conduct become a distraction to the president?
Question over reports of excessive drinking and unexplained absences, which he denies, and defending his trip to the Winter Olympics.
Judgment Day. Utah mother Curry Richens, author of a children's book on grief, convicted of killing her husband. What her 3 young children are saying as she's set to learn her fate.
Princess Kate back on the world stage. This morning on a rare solo trip overseas, her first since her cancer diagnosis, championing a cause close to her heart. We are live in Italy.
Remembering Jason Collins, the first openly gay player in the NBA, dies at the age of 47 following a battle with brain cancer. What he told me back in 2013.
You know that the sky is blue, but you keep telling yourself that it's red.
Demi Moore sounds off.
Are we doing enough to protect ourselves?
What she's saying about AI and Hollywood.
Victor Wembanyama returns. The Spurs now 1 win away from the conference finals.
Wild West. Rover exploring the red planet, snapping an out-of-this-world Mars selfie. Plus, we're flipping out over the newest Dancing with the Stars contestant. He's here live. And it was a star-studded affair.
All the stars are out tonight, folks. We've got Air Bud.
We'll take you up front and center to all the Disney magic with some really big announcements.
I just want to say I love you.
Look at this. Oh, come on.
Man, I love you.
It's huge, as they say.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America. Oh, yeah, you better believe a lot of Disney excitement as we head into Wednesday. Also, a lot of excitement in Italy this morning. Maggie Rulli, there she is, standing by with the crowds waiting for Princess Kate on her first overseas trip since her cancer diagnosis.
Well, it's good to see her back out there. And Ginger is also standing by, tracking a record heat here at home as it moves east.
And we begin with President Trump. He's arriving in Beijing for his meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. America's deepening standoff with Iran high on the agenda. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce is in Beijing with the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Georgia. President Trump arriving here in Beijing this morning. The leaders of the 2 most powerful nations coming face to face. President Trump had hoped that this trip would help reset this critical relationship, but those ambitions now overshadowed by the war with Iran.
This morning, President Trump touching down in China. As the war with Iran looms large. But this is not the visit the president had initially planned. He had hoped to arrive in China victorious over Iran, with momentum to seal deals on trade and technology. Instead, the standstill in the war taking center stage. Trump insists he doesn't need Chinese President Xi's help to end the conflict, but says they will discuss it.
We're going to have a long talk about it. I think he's been relatively good, to be honest with you.
China is one of Iran's closest allies, buying more Iranian oil than any other country. Trump expected to urge Xi to pressure Tehran to make a deal and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. With the war now in its 11th week, this morning there are new questions about whether the White House is overstating the damage done to Iran's missile capabilities. The New York Times reporting Iran still has retained roughly 70% of its pre-war missile stockpile and has restored operational access to 30 of the 33 missile sites it maintains along the Strait of Hormuz, potentially threatening vessels transiting the waterway. On top of that, the Times reports Iran has regained access to roughly 90% of its underground missile storage and launch facilities nationwide, which are now reportedly partially or fully operational. The White House this morning pushing back, insisting Iran was crushed militarily, their ballistic missiles are destroyed, and that their production facilities are dismantled. The president calling it virtual treason to suggest Iran's military is doing well. As the stalemate with Iran drags on, the Pentagon now estimates that the cost of this war has risen to $29 billion, up $4 billion in just 2 weeks. And Americans at home are feeling the squeeze. Gas prices still up 50% since the start of the war. But the president rejecting the idea that the financial strain Americans are feeling will influence whether he makes a deal with Iran.
To what extent are Americans' financial situation motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
Now, over the next 2 days here, there will also be plenty of pomp and ceremony. President Trump also looking to make some new announcements about investments, hoping that China will make big purchases of U.S. soybeans and Boeing aircraft. The private sector also looking to announce some wins here. President Trump bringing along with him over a dozen American business leaders, including Apple's Tim Cook and Elon Musk. But again, with the war hanging over all of this, expectations are muted. Robin.
Yep, they are. Thank you for being there for us, Mary. Thank you. And David Muir will be anchoring a special edition of World News Tonight from Beijing. But now to inflation surging to its highest levels in nearly 3 years. And also for the first time in 3 years, salaries are not keeping up with the price increases. Chief Economics Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is at a supermarket here in New York with more. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning to you, Robin. And people, Americans, are feeling this from the gas station to the grocery store. Here you have these tomatoes. A year ago, they were $1.79 on average per pound. Today, $2.69 a pound. Lettuce over here, it was below $3 a year ago. Now it is over $3.20, and Americans are feeling the pinch in their pocketbooks. This morning, Americans feeling pain from the pump to the produce aisle. Inflation hitting its highest level in nearly 3 years, up 3.8% from a year ago, as prices soar from gas to groceries.
Just coming, like for fruits, almost like $42, and just fruit.
According to one estimate, the American household is spending $266 more per month than they were a year ago, and $642 more than 3 years ago. The war in Iran, a major driver of those soaring costs. Gas now up 28.4% from 2025. The national average for a gallon of regular, $4.52 this morning. And for diesel, $5.63 a gallon.
That's 100 gallons, so it cost me about $710.
Trucker Kyle Cameron says before the war broke out, that same fill-up cost him about $465.
Diesel prices impact shipping all across the country. And that's one of the reasons that grocery prices jumped such a large rate month over month.
The price of ground beef hitting an all-time high of more than $7 a pound. Tomatoes up 50% and coffee up nearly 30%. And for the first time in 3 years, wages aren't outpacing inflation.
That's why people are really feeling pinched and that they have to stretch every dollar because they are not making ends meet right now.
And not only are these policies hitting family budgets, inflation, but they are also hitting President Trump's approval rating. According to the latest poll from CNN, roughly 2/3 of Americans say their financial conditions have worsened and they blame him. His approval rating on the economy is now 30%, a career low. Michael?
Yeah, people are legitimately feeling the pinch, Rebecca. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to turn now to the race to contain the hantavirus. Officials are now monitoring 36 people across the U.S., and there's another potential case in Illinois not linked to the cruise ship. Victor Okendo is at the quarantine center in Omaha. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. I spoke with doctors here. They tell me everyone inside is stable. This as health officials in Illinois are investigating a potential hantavirus case not related to the cruise ship. This morning, an Illinois resident is at home awaiting test results from the CDC after experiencing mild symptoms of the hantavirus. It's believed they contracted the North American strain of the disease after coming in contact with rodent droppings while cleaning. There are only roughly 30 cases of the strain a year, and it is not passed from person to person like the Andes virus, which was found on that Dutch cruise ship, resulting in 3 deaths and leaving health officials across the world tracking passengers. Here in the U.S., officials currently monitoring 36 people, 18 across 10 states, who either returned home early from the cruise or traveled on a plane with a sick passenger. None are showing signs of illness. In addition to the 18 Americans who were evacuated from the cruise in Spain and went straight for evaluation. The symptomatic passenger in a biocontainment unit in Atlanta has tested negative for hantavirus, and all 16 in Omaha are symptom-free, including the only American to test positive for the virus who remains in the biocontainment unit.
I think we should not be surprised if there's additional cases. But now that we've identified all of these individuals, they've gone to their respective countries, and they're appropriately being monitored, we should expect cases to drop off after that.
Medical teams here are performing twice daily symptom and fever checks. So far, everyone is symptom-free. George?
Okay, Victor, thanks. Now, FBI Director Kash Patel grilled at a Senate hearing over his leadership of the Bureau and published reports about his drinking on the job, which he denies. Jay O'Brien is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Good morning, Jay.
George, good morning to you. President Trump's embattled FBI director facing tough questions from Democrats yesterday here on Capitol Hill.
This morning, FBI Director Kash Patel in the hot seat on Capitol Hill, grilled by Senate Democrats about reports of excessive drinking and unexplained absences on the job.
And so there have been no occasions when your security detail had difficulty waking or locating you, is that right?
Nope, it's a total farce. I don't even know where you get this stuff, but it doesn't make it credible because you say so.
I'm not saying it, Director Patel. It's been written and documented.
You are literally saying it.
No, I'm saying that these are reports, Director Patel.
Patel, who's now suing The Atlantic after it reported on alleged bouts of excessive drinking, asked if he'd submit to a test given to active duty military to diagnose drinking problems.
I'll take any test you're willing to take.
I will take it, Director Patel. I'll take it. You ready to take it?
Let's go.
Yes or no?
Let's go. Side by side.
I'll take it.
The embattled FBI director defending this trip to the Winter Olympics, seen celebrating and pounding beer with the victorious USA men's hockey team. The director insisting he was in Italy on separate official business.
If you want to pass out liquor or pop bottles in a locker room, stick to podcasting.
Patel firing back, citing a slew of crime stats.
This is what real leadership looks like at the FBI. Every one of you was given it. This is what's happened under my tenure at the FBI and the Trump administration. 20-point drop in the homicide rate, 45,000 violent offenders arrested last year.
Has your alleged conduct become a distraction to the president, Mr. Director?
Handpicked to lead the Bureau and a longtime defender of the president, sources tell ABC News Trump has grown increasingly frustrated with a spate of negative headlines about Patel, greeting the director like this at a Rose Garden event just days ago.
FBI Director Kash Patel, does he get enough publicity? If you could get a little more publicity, it would be very...
And we asked both Senator Van Hollen and Director Patel if they would be willing, as you heard in that hearing, to take that military test for drinking problems. The senator has said that he will be following up with the director about it. A spokesperson for Patel this morning telling ABC News that he would be willing to take the test right alongside the senator. George.
Okay, we'll be watching that. And meantime, another embattled Trump nominee is out.
Yeah, FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary turning in his resignation yesterday, George, to President Trump. The two had clashed for months, most recently over Makary's opposition to Trump's push to authorize fruit-flavored vapes. Makary had said he was concerned it could encourage their use in children. George.
Jay O'Brien, thanks, Robin.
Okay, George, now to the rescue of 11 people on board a small plane that went down in the waters off Florida. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez joins us with that story. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Robin, guys, good morning. This was simply incredible. I mean, imagine being on this plane when it starts descending into Bahamian waters with 11 people on board. The FAA saying it was a Beechcraft BE-30 that crashed into the ocean Tuesday, 50 miles east of Vero Beach, traveling between islands there in the Bahamas. Now, the Coast Guard swooped in there after the pilot declared an emergency and communication with the aircraft was lost. They located that downed plane and rescued everyone on board. Now, the rescued passengers, they arrived at the airport by helicopter. You see that right there. Those passengers now under medical evaluation with at least 3 injured. But again, everyone surviving here. And of course, the FAA is now investigating.
You need to. Yeah. All right, but everybody all right?
Everybody's okay?
Good. Thanks, Gio.
All right. Thank you, Gio. You know, this morning we're remembering a trailblazing athlete. Jason Collins was the first openly gay player in the NBA. and he lost his fight with brain cancer at just 47 years old. Will Reeve is here with a look at his life and legacy. Good morning, Will.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. A sad story today. We remember a pioneer. At 7 feet tall, Jason Collins always stood out, and he stood tall, telling his truth and changing sports history.
And knocked away by Collins.
This morning, the sports world honoring the life of Jason Collins, a pioneer as the first openly gay player in the NBA.
A historic moment at Staples Center as Jason Collins becomes the first openly gay athlete to play in any of this country's 4 major professional sports.
Collins dying at age 47 following a battle with brain cancer.
So I have a glioblastoma. It is butterflied. It's pretty much taken over.
His family sharing the news of his passing, writing, Jason changed lives in unexpected ways and was an inspiration to all who knew him and to those who admired him from afar. Collins broke barriers in a 2013 Sports Illustrated cover story with these words, I'm a 34-year-old NBA center, I'm black, and I'm gay. He spoke exclusively with George after that revelation, saying he finally felt free.
You always knew you were gay?
Yeah, it's I sort of describe it as you know that the sky is blue, but you keep telling yourself that it's red.
So you fought it?
Yes, in the beginning. I think they call it like the 12 steps. You know, you go through anger, denial, and all. You know, it's just. But when you finally get to that point of acceptance, there's nothing more beautiful.
7 feet tall, 225 pounds, Jason Collins was a force in the league for 13 seasons before retiring in 2014. Former teammate and coach Jason Kidd writing, he had courage like you've never seen, adding, those who knew him were blessed to call him a friend.
What do you say to the 12-year-old boy who's out there practicing right now, wants to be a pro ball player, and happens to be gay?
It doesn't matter that you're gay, but the key thing is that it's about basketball. It's about working hard. It's about sacrificing for your team. It's all about dedication, and that's what you should focus on.
And in a statement, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver saying Collins' quote, impact and influence extended far beyond basketball as he helped make the NBA, WNBA, and larger sports community more inclusive and welcoming for future generations. Absolutely. He'll certainly be missed. What a life.
It is really hard to believe what a big step that was only 13 years ago.
He was such a gentle giant.
He was.
He took a giant step forward.
Absolutely.
For so many.
Yeah. Thank you, Will. Now to a self-portrait from Mars. Lair here with the picture and the story. Hey, Lair.
Yeah, good morning to you, George, and to you. So the Mars rover Perseverance is nearing day 1800 of its mission. And take a look. NASA says that the rover took a few moments to capture the moment like the kids do today, snapping a selfie, if you will, generating 61 separate images. And the timing of the shots couldn't have been better. A project scientist from the Perseverance program says this is the farthest west the rover has gone since it landed a little more than 5 years ago on the red planet. The rover had just finished up an abrading process, which is it's grinding down part of the rock's surface so scientists can analyze what's inside. Perseverance does like to mark the moment from time to time. This is actually the 6th selfie since landing on Mars in 2021. And boy, do they give us an incredible glimpse into...
Actually pretty restrained on the selfies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No peace sign.
Oh, that's right, because you can get your fingerprints. You see that lately? Like you do that,
yes.
And now AI takes your fingerprints.
Yeah. Oh, geez. I didn't know that.
That took a turn.
You ain't lying.
Well, you know
like
what?
that.
I deserve that, Will. I deserve that. Coming up, Judgment Day for Corey Richens, the Utah mother, children's book author, convicted of killing her husband. Why her sons say they are afraid of her.
Also had Princess Kate on her first overseas trip since her cancer diagnosis 3 years ago. She's traveling on a mission close to her heart, and Maggie Rulli is with the princess.
And we'll have the latest on the Matthew Perry case.
Yeah, the trained addiction counselor who admitted to supplying ketamine to the late Friends star will learn his fate. That and the other headlines coming up at 7:30.
Comes like a flood, comes flowing.
Back here on GMA, that is Hannah Harper in her first performance moments after winning American Idol. The 25-year-old mother, of course, overcome by emotion. Hannah is here live performing for us this morning.
That was great.
It was.
Will's got the headlines.
Good morning to everyone. We begin at 7:30 with criminal charges in the Baltimore bridge collapse. The Justice Department indicting 2 foreign companies and 1 individual in connection to the 2024 collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge that killed 6 people. Meanwhile, the state of Maryland announced a $2.5 billion settlement with the owner and operator of the cargo vessel. And new details on that man killed by a plane on the runway at Denver Airport. He's been identified as 41-year-old Michael Mott, and the medical examiner says he died by suicide. Police say it took Mott just 15 seconds to scale an 8-foot fence with barbed wire, and 2 minutes later, he was on the runway. And it's sentencing day for Eric Fleming, who admitted to supplying actor Matthew Perry with ketamine in the lead up to his 2023 death. Prosecutors are requesting 30 months in prison plus 3 years supervised release for Fleming, a trained addiction counselor who they say delivered dozens of vials of the drug to Perry's assistant. Fleming is asking for 3 months in prison, 9 months drug treatment, and 3 years supervised release. And Ted Lasso star Cristo Fernandez is taking his on-screen catchphrase, "Football is life," literally. The 35-year-old actor making soccer his life. He signed a contract with the professional soccer team El Paso Locomotive FC. He had a 2-month trial with the team, and he says for him, this journey has been all about chasing your dreams, no matter the path it takes to get there.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Now to sentencing day for Corey Richens. That's a Utah mom and author of a children's book on grief. She's in court today after being convicted of murdering her husband. Our Trevor Ault joins us now with more. Good morning to you, Trevor.
Good morning, Robin. And today would have been Eric Richens' 44th birthday. Instead, his wife Corey will be sentenced for killing him. And it appears that their young children are speaking out in favor of putting their mother away for good.
This morning, Corey Richens is set to learn her fate. She'll hear from family and friends discussing the pain she caused before a judge issues her sentence for murdering her husband.
Guilty of aggravated murder.
Richens was convicted in March for fatally poisoning her husband Eric with a fentanyl-laced cocktail. In a sentencing memo, the prosecutors say Richens' 3 young children have expressed fears that justify sentencing her to life in prison. The oldest, now 13, saying, "I'm afraid if she gets out, she will come after me and my brothers." The couple's youngest son, who was in preschool at the time of the murder, saying, "I'm worried that she would take me away." After Eric's murder, Richens published a children's book on grief, which she promoted on TV, saying it was meant to help her children deal with the loss.
It's just comforting to them to know that, they're not living this life alone.
The prosecution claimed it was all an act, that the now 36-year-old was having an affair and buried in debt, desperate for her husband's money. Their 11-year-old son quoted in the sentencing memo about losing his father, "He won't be at my birthdays. He can't teach me how to drive. He won't be at my graduation, and he can't take me camping or fishing."
I think the children are really going to have an impact on the judge in this case. That kind of commentary, I think, would, definitely sway a judge to lean more toward a life without parole sentence.
And Corey Richens is facing 25 years to potentially life in prison without parole. Today, we could hear from her oldest son in court. We also may hear from Corey herself. Guys.
Okay, Trevor, thanks. Now to Princess Kate on her first solo trip overseas since her cancer diagnosis 3 years ago. She's in Reggio Emilia, Italy, for a passion project about helping young children. Maggie Rulli's also there. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, George. Yeah, we just saw Princess Kate here in the piazza moments ago. And guys, let me tell you, Italy loves the princess. Look at this crowd. There are thousands of people here. When Kate stepped out of the car, this place went wild. There were people hanging out of the windows here in the piazza. It was such a warm welcome for what is a very monumental moment for Princess Kate. Princess Kate's officially back on the world stage. Welcome! On a rare solo trip overseas, her first since her cancer diagnosis. The future queen's here in Reggio Emilia, Italy.
Why did you want to come out to see her today?
Because she's beautiful and she's always helping the sick.
Kate's here in this small city in northern Italy on a mission to learn from the locals as she researches their methods in early childhood development.
This is a huge moment for her. Her first overseas trip since cancer. This is a really significant step in her recovery, but it's also the start of her taking her early years work global.
The princess will be going to schools and institutions here, meeting with children and educators to see how their unique methods help in a child's formative years. The news of her visit already pulling crowds. The princess has not been on an overseas tour for more than 3 years. Her last trip with her husband, Prince William, to Boston back in 2022. The princess now ready to focus on her passion for early childhood development.
So my passion and the work of the Centre for Early Childhood stems from one essential truth: that the love we feel in our earliest years fundamentally shapes who we become.
And guys, we understand that the princess was very involved in planning this trip. Clearly, early childhood education remains such a strong passion of hers. But her team was quick to point out that while Kate is excited to be back here, getting back to work, she's also always working on that balance between work and recovery, and it remains vitally important.
We're back now with artificial intelligence and Hollywood. Demi Moore weighing in on the rise of the new technology while at the Cannes Film Festival, where she's serving as juror this year. Lara, you have this story for us.
Yeah, and this is a hot topic, guys. While big stars like Taylor Swift and Matthew McConaughey have already made moves to trademark their images and likeness to protect themselves against AI misuse, Demi Moore is taking a different approach, encouraging Hollywood to find a way to work with the new technology. And she's not the only star who feels that way.
I don't take orders from a speaker box anymore. I work for myself.
This morning, Demi Moore is sounding off on the AI debate.
AI is here. And so to fight it is to, in a sense, to fight something that is a battle that we will lose.
The actress speaking at the Cannes Film Festival, urging her Hollywood peers to be open to the emerging technology.
There's beautiful aspects of being able to utilize it, to find ways in which we can work with it.
Moore's comments coming as AI's imprint on the entertainment industry continues to grow.
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor.
From whole cloth creations like Tilly Norwood.
Don't fear the dead, and don't fear me.
To virtual versions of real people, like the late Val Kilmer's AI-generated performance.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
After years of A-list resistance, the Oscar-nominated The Substance star is now signaling she's open to the future, joining the likes of Sandra Bullock.
We have to use it in a really constructive and creative way, make it our friend.
And Reese Witherspoon.
I think it's time to learn about AI.
Some stars are even cashing in. Earlier this year, Netflix acquiring an AI-powered filmmaking technology company founded by Ben Affleck, reportedly for as much as $600 million.
You're starting to see more actors start to embrace AI, albeit in a cautious way. But it's still the exception, not the rule. I think a lot of actors are still a little bit worried. They want to see how it shakes out.
But with other big names like Taylor Swift and Matthew McConaughey filing trademarks to try to protect their likenesses, the risks are still at top of many stars' minds.
Are we doing enough to protect ourselves? I don't know. My inclination would be to say probably not.
However the debate shakes out, Moore says that she and her fellow artists have nothing to fear.
What it can never replace is what true art comes from, which is not the physical, it comes from the soul.
And Moore also goes on to say part of art is about expression. So if we start censoring ourselves, then I think we shut down the very core of our creativity, which is where we can discover truth and answers. She has a lot to say on it, and she is not alone.
Play of the daytime. Will's got the NBA.
I sure do. So turns out that a 7'4" alien who can dribble like Steph Curry and shoot like him too is quite useful to have. Victor Wembanyama was back on the floor after his ejection in Game 4. He was back for Game 5, and he really delivered because Wemby dropped 18 points in the first quarter, setting the tone for San Antonio, single-handedly outscoring the Minnesota Timberwolves early on. The Spurs did give up a double-digit halftime lead to the Timberwolves, but they got things back under control. They won big, 126-97. They're up 3-2 in the series. They're now one win away from a Western Conference Finals matchup against the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. That's been a great rivalry all year long. Wembanyama finished with 27 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists. He's the third youngest player in playoff history to score at least 25, 15, and 5. Only Luka Doncic and Magic Johnson were younger when they did it. Game 6 for the Spurs is Friday night. Definitely not over. The Timberwolves have played a great series, so we could have more basketball, and we certainly do have more basketball tonight. Game 5 between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons on ESPN at 8 Eastern. That series is tied at 2. The winner gets the Knicks.
Man, Knicks are going to get a nice rest.
Yeah, they really are. I think like May 17th will be their first game.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Will. Thank you. Next, you got a fiery little sunset there for us, Ginger?
I sure do. It was all captured on drone in my home state, and it is a sky on fire you don't want to miss.
On fire?
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. High-stakes summit. President Trump arrives in China this morning as the war with Iran looms large and inflation hits its highest level in nearly 3 years. The president says he doesn't think about Americans' financial situation.
The latest on Bonnie Tyler's health battle.
I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
What we're learning about the singer as she recovers from emergency surgery overseas. What her doctors are saying and when she could return to the stage.
Good morning. Up front and center.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
We've got all the Disney magic and news about some of your favorite stars. It's coming from GMA. I don't know how many times we talk about Bluey.
Yes.
But it's always a big hit when we do. So where does that all fit into the portfolio? And what's next from our favorite heroes to infinity and beyond?
It's been too long, cowboy.
Dancing with the Stars welcomes Savannah Bananas star Jackson Olsen from the Diamond to the ballroom. He's here live.
And the stay-at-home mom turned American Idol. Hannah Harper is here performing live, and she's saying,
Good morning, America.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
Oh boy, good morning, America. And we cannot wait for Hannah Harper's performance. Congratulations to her for being in American Idol. And, you know, maybe breakfast time, but any time is the right time to grill with that guy right there, Bobby Flay. Now, he's going to make us some grilled chicken. And how about a side of guacamole? You guys down for that?
Okay, yeah.
Because it's all good when Bobby is here.
It's all good.
Yeah, and chefing it up. Looking forward to Bobby.
Plus, we're celebrating all of the exciting shows and movies coming to ABC and Disney. I had a chance to talk with Disney's president and chief creative officer, Dana Walden, to hear her thoughts on why these stories are so incredibly special.
And we're going to get that Bluey update.
Yeah, we are.
First look at the top stories breaking today. We start with President Trump. He's just arrived in Beijing for his meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. America's deepening standoff with Iran high on the agenda. I want to go back to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, who's in Beijing. Good morning, Mary.
George, good morning again. Yeah, President Trump just arriving here in Beijing a short while ago, descending the steps of Air Force One, greeted with great fanfare. But this is not the trip that the president had originally hoped for. He had thought that he would arrive here in Beijing victorious in the war with Iran, able to use that momentum to strike deals over trade and technology. But instead, those ambitions are now being overshadowed by this ongoing war, which, of course, remains in a stalemate. Now, the president says he doesn't need the help of Chinese President Xi to end this war, but it is likely to be top of the agenda. China, of course, is one of Iran's closest allies, and President Trump is expected to push President Xi to try and pressure Iran back to the negotiating table and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Trump is also hoping that he can announce some big Chinese investments in the U.S. during this trip. He brought along with him on this visit over a dozen American business leaders, but this trip was initially intended to be an opportunity to help reset this critical relationship. But now with this war hanging over all of this, those expectations, Michael, are muted.
And we know, Mary, you're there to bring us all the news, so we really appreciate you and thank you. And we're going to go now to a new report showing U.S. household debt reaching an all-time high in the first 3 months of this year as inflation continues to rise. Elizabeth Schulze is in Washington with the details for us. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Michael. And as inflation spikes, mortgage rates actually just hit their highest level since March. The average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage now 6.6%. That is up from just below 6% at the end of February before the start of the Iran war. And that translates to an extra $126 a month on a payment for a $400,000 home loan. These higher borrowing costs for everything from mortgages to credit cards are a key reason why American households are now in more debt than ever before. A report from the New York Fed shows that overall household debt hit $18.8 trillion in the first 3 months of the year. That includes $13.2 trillion in mortgage balances, about $1.7 trillion in auto and student loans, and $1.3 trillion in credit card debt. Now, this isn't all bad. In a healthy economy, you do see people spending and using credit, but one potentially worrying sign is that borrowers are falling behind on payments. More than 10% of student loans are now past due, and researchers say that some of those overdue balances are from parents who took out loans to help pay for their kids' college, Robin.
Yeah, trying to do the right thing. Okay, Elizabeth, thanks to you. We're going to turn now to Ginger tracking the record heat that's ahead, Ginge?
Yes, Robin, every day this week we've had a records list, as we call it, that looks like this with different cities all over it. Today we're showing you the records that broke just yesterday. Daily record was tied in Las Vegas, but broke in Boise at 96 degrees. That's their earliest 96-degree temperature on record, and those records go back to the late 1800s. Salt Lake City, Utah made it at 93. Reno was 91. Today, we'll do it again, but this time it's Denver or Billings. Anybody in red here is in that kind of 10 to even 20 degrees above average, and that will eventually move east. With the heat today, though, there's also critical fire danger in northeastern Montana, and some dry lightning could spark fires with elevated fire danger in the Rockies. Then the heat moves. Kansas City, Indianapolis, Raleigh on Sunday, could end up seeing daily records, and we will be in the upper 80s, Robin.
Yes, we will. All right, Ginger. Now to a highly anticipated announcement from the NFL. Will, you're back with those details
I
for us.
sure am. So if you thought that the NFL season ends in February and begins in September, you would be mistaken, because football now is a year-round sport. We just had the draft, and now NFL fans are working themselves up into a lather, awaiting every morsel of news about their team's schedules for the 2026 season, which culminates in Super Bowl 61 on ABC and ESPN, by the way. Yesterday, we got news of the first Monday Night Football game, the Chiefs hosting the Broncos on September 14th. Tomorrow, we get the full schedule release. There's a whole big special on ESPN you can watch. You can get the full breakdown and analysis so you can start making your plans. And speaking of making plans, perhaps some travel plans, because very soon, today, in fact, we will find out the slate of international games. We found out in February that the New Orleans Saints will be bringing their Cajun flavor back from whence it came with a game in Paris. The first ever NFL game there. Robin's excited. And this morning, excitement emanating from Western Pennsylvania, as the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reports the hometown Pittsburgh Steelers may be the Saints' opponent in Paris. We do not have official confirmation on this piece of news. We're going to have to wait just a teeny little bit longer to find out for sure, but that would be a great matchup.
Who dat? Who dat?
What's the? What is there a call and response?
No, it's who dat. It's who dat. Who dat say they're going to beat them? Say who dat.
Well, I knew that, but I refuse to say that. Okay, coming up in our GMA morning menu, we have the latest on singer Bonnie Tyler's health battle and what her doctors are now saying.
Also had a celebration of all the new and returning shows coming to ABC and Disney platforms. And I sat down with that woman right there, Disney's president, Dana Walden, who's sharing why Disney fans are at the heart of it all.
And Savannah Bennett star Jackson Olsen is here. He's just announced that he's going to compete on Dancing with the Stars next season. Sarah, what do you have?
Well, so it's a family affair here today. Sophie's dad, otherwise known as Bobby Flay, is cooking for us this morning. We're always so happy when he's with us. It's going to be delicious and fun. Coming up on GMA. Is he going to behave, or?
I can't believe they let him in.
We'll see.
See how these kids are?
With our GMA cover story, Disney revealing its star-studded lineup of hit shows, movies, live events, gearing up to bring magic to our screens. And I had a chance to sit down with Dana Walden, president and chief creative officer of the Walt Disney Company, and she shared what makes these stories and storytellers so great.
It's nice meeting you, John.
From the emotionally gripping series Love Story,
because we are the dream team,
to the animated blockbuster film Zootopia 2, and the fan-favorite TV show Paradise.
6 months ago, our lives changed forever.
With 51 billion hours watched across Disney's linear and streaming platforms, at the heart, it's all about a great story.
I can't believe I let you talk me into this.
The Walt Disney Company has always been known for high quality, incredibly emotional storytelling.
Good morning.
You think about Abbott Elementary. You didn't go to school with those exact characters, right? But they are so fully fleshed out that they make you think about your own experiences. And that's what makes it emotional and funny and brings us all together so that we can talk about the same show.
In her new role, Dana Walden oversees the vast portfolio of film, TV, gaming, and streaming services. The programming that has been launched under your helm, 1,200 plus awards, including 400 Emmy wins and a record number of Emmys won by a single company in 1 year. How do you break through with what the consumer you feel wants right now?
When you talk about the awards, the first thing I think about is those are awards that were won and achieved by our partners. I think what I've done particularly well and what our teams do especially well is pick those great partners and then surround them with people who can bring those stories to life. But yes, I mean, this job is always kind of presenting me with pinch me moments when I think about our film slate right now, and we're right in the middle of the run of The Devil Wears Prada 2, and it's just doing so incredibly well. Next week, the premiere of The Mandalorian and Grogu. In June, Toy Story 5.
It's been too long, cowboy.
In July, live-action Moana, and then we head into the end of the year with Avengers Doomsday.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
And we're sorry to see some of them go, like The Bear. The Bear really struck a chord.
While it is the final season, what's beautiful about Disney Plus and Hulu, our streaming services, is that those great stories all end up there to be watched and discovered by so many people in the future.
Is there anything that surprises you that folks are watching?
I think it surprises me when people still say to me, I just discovered Grey's Anatomy, or I just discovered The Simpsons. And it's what Disney Plus is enabling people to connect with fantastic stories from so long ago. And then as we do sequels, we're taking huge creative risk, like with Toy Story 5, to tell a new version of a franchise that is vitally important to us. And it is excellent.
At this year's Disney Upfront,
Disney is in a category of one.
The company announcing new shows, partnerships, and its focus on live TV events. The coming year is a big year for Disney when you look at the programming, because you have the college football championship, the Super Bowl, the Grammys, Oscars. So how are you approaching all of that?
This is a year where we're going to celebrate giant live events, bring them to life, and a celebration of fandom. And we're going to do all of them in a very big way.
Strap in.
As Disney looks to its future, it's also celebrating its youngest fans.
You said we have to treat him special.
It's coming from GMA. I don't know how many times we talk about Bluey.
Yes.
But it's always a big hit when we do. So where does that all fit into the portfolio?
Bluey, as a matter of fact, is a great example of what the Walt Disney Company can do uniquely.
Did you clean this up?
Oh, yeah.
And recently we made a deal to bring Bluey to Disneyland. She's in shows on our ships, and very soon we'll be announcing the date where we will launch her new feature. So what we've discovered is great IP, amazing characters, stories that touch you in a deep way, are with you forever, and the ways that we can activate them in this day and age is sort of extraordinary.
Absolutely. And Dana's the first ever president and chief creative officer at Disney. All of television, film, streaming, and gaming falls under her. You know, we've all been to the upfronts over the years. And boy, this
was
one,
a great
it
one.
really was. And Josh D'Amaro, the new CEO, he was front and center. He kicked everything off. And I know in the post party, you were speaking a lot to Josh.
Got a little time together, and Assad and the whole team. It feels really good, and I'm excited.
You know what's really good too? Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
She sang 3 songs at the end.
Yeah. That's how we roll at ABC.
The magic.
All right. Well, we're going to turn now to new details about the health of singer Bonnie Tyler after she was hospitalized overseas following an emergency surgery. Larry, you have the latest on how she's doing and when she hopes to be back on stage.
And we just all love her music. We've had Bonnie Tyler on GMA before. We love her, as does the rest of the world. This morning, the total eclipse of the heart singer is sharing an update on her health as we hear from her doctors and her family.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes.
This morning, Bonnie Tyler, seriously ill but in stable condition at a Portugal hospital after undergoing an emergency intestinal surgery last week. In a statement shared on Tyler's website Tuesday, doctors for the 74-year-old singer behind the smash hit Total Eclipse of the Heart saying they are still positive that she will make a full recovery. The latest comments following statements put out by her team just late last week, indicating that her surgery went well and that the singer was recuperating. Tyler, whose 1984 anthem Holding Out for a Hero was revived for new generations in more recent films like the Super Mario Brothers movie and Shrek 2, marking a half a century in music this year. Her family telling ABC News, Bonnie has been put into an induced coma by her doctors to aid in her recovery and pushing back on what they say are lurid and untrue rumors circulating in the media about her condition, going on to request privacy and decency at this difficult time. Tyler is still scheduled to kick off a European tour later this month in Germany.
Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart.
The Savannah Banana star Jackson Olsen saw you yesterday, fresh off a big announcement that he'll be joining Dancing with the Stars upcoming season 35. Congratulations. Great to see you back on GMA.
Oh, I'm excited to be here, yeah.
Yeah, and yesterday we saw you at the up front, and everybody was very excited about it. And this is something that clearly you've been wanting. Tell us about your passion for dance and for being on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, I mean, when I was a kid, I never thought any of this was possible, even like playing for the Bananas or anything like that. I was a shy kid that never danced, never put myself out there, never entertained, and found a passion for it. And now I kind of manifested this whole thing and posted a couple of TikToks last year, just joking, like pranking my coach that I was going to be on the show, never thinking that it was a possibility. But when I posted it, I'm like, maybe there is a possibility.
Maybe there's a chance.
I saw some comments. I'm like, okay, maybe this is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is, and it's happening. So I loved spending time with you and your teammates yesterday at the upfronts. But obviously, they had to find out that it worked and you're going to be on the show. How did they react?
Yeah, it was very difficult to keep that secret from them, but I had to. I was like, I'm holding strong.
Yeah.
I'm holding strong. A couple guys knew a little bit. They were like, what are you like hinting at on social media? And I'm like, I don't know. But they were all super pumped, and
look at you. I'm looking at the video of you. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Look at those moves, everybody. America, just wait till what you see on Dancing with the Stars. That is, so your teammates, are they jealous? Do you feel like there's going to be guys that want to follow in your footsteps? No pun intended.
I wouldn't say they're jealous. I think they're very excited, but honestly, like, a lot of them are going to want to. I saw it on like comments.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be next. I want to be next. Yeah. So it's going to create some fun, friendly competition of who's next.
Jidra, I know you and I both said we should have known. We should have known when we saw the video of Derek Huff.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
At the game.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good sized clue.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I would say only half the people in the comments were picking up on it. And I'm like, I literally, like, yeah, you can see it right here. Like, I caught it, and he was like, don't wink. And Jesse, our owner, was like, don't wink or don't like. And so I kind of just like looked at the camera like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I might have winked right there. I might have winked. But.
I love, and yesterday I loved that you told me, you know, you're excited because you do rehearsals for your videos for the bananas all the time. Right. So you're kind of ready for the rehearsal part of it, but probably not ready for everything. Are you going to bring some of the Savannah Banana moves to the dance floor, and what would that look like?
Oh, wow. Well, honestly, I think so. I've followed Val for a while.
Yeah.
And I know he does the knee walks.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking about learning how to do that and maybe bring it out.
But you have the sparkly bat. Can we see it?
Come on now.
All right. Here we go. All right. So this would be, I guess, a walk-up for this weekend.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, Jesse, let's do this as a walk-up. All right, here we go. I've never tried this before, by the way. All right, here we go.
Today's the day.
Here's the day.
Okay. Hey.
Oh. And then, yeah, I can't do any bat tricks like Ziggy, but yeah.
It's a good start.
Was that okay?
You know what? Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We're all mesmerized.
Perfect.
You're going to be great. We're so happy that you're doing it. The show is on fire, and so are the bananas. This just feels like a perfect fit, doesn't it?
I'm so excited.
All right, so guys, you can watch the exclusive Dancing with the Stars full cast reveal. You just got a little sampling right here, but it's happening on September 2nd. Long way to go, but wait for it. Coming up, we're cooking with Bobby Flay. Hope you're hungry.
Oh, it's grilling.
It's always the best.
Yes, please.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Well, you know, we're back, and we are ready for some delicious food because superstar chef Bobby Flay is here. Yes, and Bobby, thank you. He has a new season of his show, Barbecue Brawl, just kicked off, and here he is to cook for us this morning. Everyone at our tasting table, they can't wait to dig in, and some already have, including your daughter, Sophie Flay, who works here with us at ABC.
Hi, Sophie.
Bring your dad to work day.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to be like that today. I got it.
Or we can call this Dad Make Daughter Wake Up Early on her day off day.
Yes.
But you know what? We're going to start with something that is great for grilling season.
Yes.
Chicken, Bobby, and the ahi verde sauce. And how do we season this chicken before? I saw you doing some stuff in the break.
I make a spice rub here with some red chilies, a little cumin, some coriander, and some chicken thighs. Actually, this is in honor of Sophie. Sophie, I think you only cook one thing, right? Which is chicken thighs. Yeah. So I'm making some chicken thighs for Sophie, but I want chicken with flavor, right? So we put a lot of spices on here. Get those grills, fired up. Break those grills out. It's been a long, long time since last summer. So get them cleaned up and ready to go. So we're gonna let these cook skin side down and let them cook slowly so that the skin renders, it gets nice and crispy.
Yeah, but how do you know when to flip it? That's always the question.
Okay, here's the thing. It takes a lot longer than you think, and people think that if you want crispy skin, you put it on high heat. It's actually the opposite. Slow grill, let the fat render, and then flip it once. So we're gonna let this cook for about 15 minutes and then turn it.
You know what I love? You said that, George, like, yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. All right, Chef George. Now the ahi verde sauce.
Okay, so every culture has its own version of a green sauce or a salsa verde. And this is a sort of a Peruvian style one. So we're gonna use some fresh herbs here. We have cilantro. We have
even help with
some
this
fresh mint. Exactly. Throw it in there. So we have some chilies in there, some lime juice, and then exactly.
He couldn't wait for you.
I know.
All of that?
Good. Yeah, some garlic. Yeah, we gotta put some flavor in here, Michael.
Yeah.
And then some honey. Yeah. You can do it. And then some oil. All right.
Oil. Okay.
And a little bit of some sour cream for some creaminess, and we're just gonna blend this up.
There we go.
Blenders are not just for cocktails, although it's always a good thing to do that.
Yeah, don't mind that.
And then we just give it turn it on.
There we go. That button right there.
There we go.
Important, called the power button.
Anyway, blend it.
Imagine you're
right.
blending.
Here's the important thing. You got. Michael, you got it, Michael?
Oh no. That's okay.
Oh, forget it.
Anyway, blend it up.
Blend it up.
This is what it looks like. Okay?
That's what it looks like at the end of the day.
A very beautiful pureed sauce, lots of flavor. Okay, now we're gonna talk guacamole. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. If you put tomatoes in your guacamole, this is not for you.
Okay.
Okay. I like it. To me, it's about the avocados. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips. I do something called 5-ingredient guacamole. So it's the avocados, obviously nice and ripe, some fresh cilantro, some red onions, some chilies. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And then some lime juice. Now, and then some salt and pepper. If you've noticed, I haven't started mixing it at all.
No.
I want it to be nice and chunky and have some texture. So I just put all the ingredients in there once, and then I crush it up with a fork until you get a really great, kind of chunky texture to your guacamole.
I like that.
And I don't like tomatoes in my guacamole because it makes it muddled. It's like the acidity comes out, and I'm deciding to it.
So everybody who's been using tomatoes have been doing it wrong the whole time?
I'm not going to say they're doing it wrong. It's just my preference. You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I like it.
And then what I like to do is I want to put a little crunch on everything that I do.
How do you get the little crunch?
Okay, so a little. Glad you asked, Michael. So we're going to take some pistachios. Pistachios like the hottest nut going.
Oh, there you go.
And then some spices here, a little chili powder, some brown
more
sugar.
Than 5 ingredients now, Play.
Well, no, the ingredients is the guacamole. This is the extra. This is the extra. And then we're just going to let the spices toast with the pistachios, and then we just kind of sprinkle that crunch right on top.
It right there at the
and
end
it
of
just
the day.
gives it that nice kind of contrasted texture to the creaminess of the. You like the Sophie? Okay, you got it.
Chef.
And then,
Yes, chef.
so then we have our chicken down here. You can see how beautiful the spices have become part of the chicken.
Looks really good.
And then we're going to take that green sauce, that ahi verde, just put a little bit on there like this. And this is some. Wow, the crowd here.
No, you know why they're excited? Because they eat it's our crew.
I know.
So they want you to make this really good.
I'm trying, I promise. So then some cotija cheese, which is, think of it as like the Mexican version of Parmigiano. So it's like, it's got some saltiness, it's a little bit dry, but it's delicious. And so you have the green sauce, the chicken, and then you have the cotija cheese, and some guacamole.
Well done, Bobby Flay.
There you go.
So good.
You got this. You can make this now, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Tastes like home.
Tastes like home.
Exactly.
Well, tell me about your show, Barbecue Brawl.
Barbecue Brawl. So Barbecue Brawl, this is our 5th season. Actually, my girlfriend is now one of the captains on the show.
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
We're competing against each other. So basically, I'm in a no-win situation.
Yeah,
you understand that. Yeah. So Brooke went from being one of the judges, and so since we're dating now, we can't judge each other, but we can compete against
now.
That sounds very healthy.
It's a very healthy relationship. I'll report back in a year.
Sophie, how'd your dad do?
It's going to make for good TV, though.
How'd your dad do? Is he okay on TV?
He's pretty good. I think he's got a career in it.
Yeah, I think he does too.
I want to thank all of you. Seriously, I want to thank all of you for taking good care of Sophie.
Yeah, we
because
love her.
you've given her a seat here every once in a while, and it's for a dad, it's a dream come true. And so it's really nice.
Your daughter is an asset.
No,
she can come here any day. You come every once in a while.
I have to bring food. I get it.
No, Bobby Flay, we love you as everybody does, man. You can get these recipes on our website, and you can see new episodes of Barbecue Brawl Monday night on Food Network, and the next day on HBO Max. And
Disney unveiling its roster of new shows, movies, and live events coming to our screens. Will Gans was up front and center for all the action. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Lara. It was lovely seeing you there last night. And holy headlines, Batman. Paul Anthony Kelly joining American Horror Story. Jackson Olsen joining Dancing with the Stars. Conan O'Brien returning as host for an Academy Awards three-peat. All those stars can only align in one spot, the blue carpet at the Disney Upfronts.
This year, we're kicking it up a notch. Oh! The surprises are huge.
I'm excited. I love you. Look at this. Oh, come on. Man, I love you.
As Disney unveils its most appealing lineup yet.
You heard about the good news, huh?
From a banana in the ballroom.
I'm excited. I've been kind of like promoting them to like wanting them to be part of the show.
For the record, Derek Huff is sort of the reason.
I'm not going to take the credit, but basically.
To getting the Coven back together.
Bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
American Horror Story Season 13 shaping up to be a real who's who, or in this situation, which.
Season 3 had a surprise appearance, Stevie Nicks. Who would you want to come join the Coven?
Well, maybe she already has.
Don't do it to me.
There's one other person that I am very excited to reunite with, but I won't be saying it here.
Totally. What the heck, man?
The potential around here is high.
What do you hope the next season holds for you?
I always love seeing Morgan get things wrong. I think that's really interesting. I want to dig deeper into the rest of our cast and see who they are and where they come from.
And the V-necks are low.
There you go.
I mean,
you never know what might happen on the blue carpet.
Hello.
All the stars are out tonight, folks. We've got Air Bud.
Olivia Colman and Brie Larson teaming up for a new thriller called Cry Wolf. keeping us laughing.
What is the thing that you turn to get a quick laugh?
I like watching people fall.
Oh my God. But nothing's funnier than my husband falling over.
From Oscar winners to Emmy winners.
What can fans expect?
It's season 6. I feel like season 5, we were really out of the box. I feel like we're gonna go really in the box this time now.
To mirror ball champs.
To join this family of passionate people who give everything to this craft of storytelling, it's just like the next level.
And a favorite among book lovers with Lindsay Lohan, Kit Harington, and Shailene Woodley in Count My Lies.
I can't tell you anything, but it's been a dream.
It's really exciting. It's a thriller. It's a really great thriller. It's very new for me. I'm so excited to be doing it.
And speaking of dream casts, what about dream teams?
If you could look into the crystal ball, what 2 teams do you think might be playing come Valentine's Day this Super Bowl?
I'm going to go Giants, Patriots rematch.
Giants Broncos, or you and Giants Colts? How do you feel this? Any loyalty or?
I like the Broncos. That's the best part about the NFL. No one really knows, and we'll find out.
So if it seems like I'm floating, it's because I was able to tell Olivia Colman that hers is my favorite Oscar acceptance speech ever. I asked what she watches for an immediate pick-me-up like that. She loves old American sitcoms. And I also asked Lindsay Lohan about a potential Freakiest Friday, a threequel in the franchise. She told me she is ready as soon as Jamie Lee Curtis is.
Great.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Are we chopped liver? Because we were on the red carpet too, or the blue carpet.
I missed that.
I was probably distracted by Olivia Colman and Shaq, and it was a busy night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now to Ty Pennington. We've known him for years for building homes on TV. Now he's building awareness of a chronic condition that 500,000 Americans are diagnosed with and that many more may unknowingly be affected by. GMA contributor Lori Bergamato is here with the story. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Ginger. The condition is called bronchiectasis, or BE for short, and it may even overlap with more common conditions like COPD and asthma. This segment is sponsored by Insmed, and I sat down with Ty, their spokesperson, to talk about his personal connection to the condition. It was one of the most moving shows on television. Through 9 years of joy and tears, Ty Pennington made Extreme Makeover Home Edition a household name.
Would you like to see some more house?
Yes! He now serves as host for the reality competition series Rock the Block.
Good morning, designer!
I think with Rock the Block, you not only get people that are very talented at what they do competing against, their peers, but you also see them create their best work.
Well, go get them, and good luck!
While he's built a career helping others transform their spaces, Pennington has been navigating a more personal journey. He's opening up about his experience as a caregiver to his mom, who was diagnosed with a condition called bronchiectasis 20 years ago. Can you describe for us your mom's journey with this condition?
Yeah, so first we thought it was like asthma and COPD, which she dealt with for many years, but that's the thing about bronchiectasis. You can have it along with those other conditions and you may not even know it.
Bronchiectasis is a chronic lung disease, resulting in wide and thick airways that can lead to lung damage. Symptoms include chronic cough, excess mucus, and repeated lung infections.
Houses can be a lot like lungs.
Ty is a spokesperson for our sponsor, Insmed, who's aiming to bring awareness to this underdiagnosed disease. So you've built a career around transforming homes. Why now focus on transforming awareness around bronchiectasis?
Houses are a lot like lungs in the sense that when there's something wrong, right, you don't just paint over it. You look behind walls, you check the foundation, and then you find someone who's a professional who can tell you what's really going on.
Ty feels his mom's delayed diagnosis made a huge impact in her life.
She gets worn out, starts having these coughing situations, and that's why I've teamed up with Insmed with SuspectBE.com. That's our initiative because it really invites you to go see a pulmonologist, to have them take a deeper look, to maybe do a CT scan to find out if you do, you don't have bronchiectasis.
What is your hope after speaking out about this condition?
I honestly hope that people live a fulfilled life because my mom missed out on a lot of that. And, what sucks is you're going to regret that later, that you didn't take that deeper look earlier. I just want to make sure other families really get to live their best life with their loved ones.
Thanks to Ty for sharing his story, and thanks to our sponsor, Insmed. To learn more, head to our social media pages. Ginger?
And thanks to you, Lori. Coming up, we have the new American Idol, Hannah Harper, here to perform live.
The winner of American Idol 2026 is Hannah Harper!
That was the winning moment from this week's American Idol finale, and Hannah Harper, the 26-year-old mother of 3 from Willow Springs, Missouri, took home the title. And y'all, she's here with us now, live in the studio. Give it up. You're new. I won't make you wait as long as Ryan did. Was that the longest pause until he said?
Yeah.
Oh,
took forever.
Congratulations. As I told you when I saw you, you had us at hello.
Thank
the
you.
first moment that we saw you. Life has to be just coming at you from all directions. How are you handling everything?
It's a whirlwind. I'm still waiting to wake up.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to wake up? It's not a dream, it's reality.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Are those your 2 brothers behind us
These
right now?
are my brothers, yeah.
Okay, they'll keep you real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was she always like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
You bet.
Oh, look, he said yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right now. String cheese.
Yeah.
That song seems so simple in many ways, but it went viral, and it was about you keeping it real, being authentic, and talking about how, well, I'll let you tell folks what the song means.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell us just a little story before you sing it?
Yeah, I wrote the song after I had my 3rd baby, and I was feeling postpartum depression, as most mamas do.
Yeah.
And I thought I was in a pit, and I got off my couch one day and realized that my house was the biggest ministry that God's ever given me.
Amen.
And I had the opportunity to raise those kids, and He entrusted them to me, so I needed to do it at the fullest. And so I wrote this song, and it ministered to me, and then I got to share it with millions of people around the world, thanks to Idol.
I know, you saw Carrie. I mean,
I
she
know.
really got it. Okay, so do y'all want to hear it? Do you all want to hear? Here it is, with her brothers, Hannah Harper and the brothers, String Cheese.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Always knew that a 9 to 5 wouldn't suit me very good, but my hours are extended. That's just motherhood. I never knew this is what my 20s would look like, but they saved me, for I had the chance to waste my life. Some days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I'd worry about their every need. When I'm overwhelmed and touched out, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, can you open my string cheese? I smile because I know meeting their needs fills my soul. Being their mama is who I'm meant to be. One day I'll be alone with a hot, fresh cup of joe, wishing that someone would just drop by. And I'll sit and reminisce on times that I sure miss. Scattered toys and a baby on my hip. I thought finding peace in the quiet's what I wanted, but I'd do anything to go back to being needed. To those days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I'd worry about their every need. And when I'm overwhelmed and touched out, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, can you open my string cheese? I smile because I know meeting their needs fills my soul, and being their mama is who I'm meant to be.
Our thanks again to American Idol winner Hannah Harper and her brothers for that great performance.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah.